All right, so get this. Today we are going deep, deep, deep into the world of finance.
Really diving in.
Yeah, and trust me, you'll be surprised how much of all this stuff impacts your daily life.
Well, what's really fascinating is that finance isn't just about, numbers and markets. It's really a reflection of human history, our evolving needs, and how we've learned to manage resources over time.
Yeah,
It's a long story.
it is. I mean, who would have thought that? Like, something as basic as bartering could lead to the global financial system that we have today. It's kind of mind-boggling when you think about it.
Yeah. It all began with this simple act of exchanging goods and services.
Right.
Think about the classic example of trading a cow for shoes.
Okay, that sounds straightforward enough, but I bet it wasn't always that easy, though.
No, not really. That's where this double coincidence of wants problem comes in. So you needed to find someone who not only wanted your cow, but also had the shoes you desired,
Oh.
right? And finding that perfect match wasn't always a walk in the park.
No kidding. So bartering was basically just this giant puzzle of, like, matching needs and desires. No wonder they came up with something better.
Exactly. That's how money was born. It acted as a common medium of exchange. So it solved that problem by simplifying transactions.
Yeah.
And early forms of money were often commodity-based, so like gold or silver. Their value was tied to the inherent worth of the material itself.
Right. And then we moved on to, like, fiat currencies, the US dollar, the euro, all those. But it's kind of strange to think that their value isn't tied to anything tangible anymore.
Yeah, that's the interesting part about fiat currency. Its value relies on something much more abstract. It relies on faith
Faith.
in the system.
Yeah.
So we trust that the government backing the currency will ensure its stability.
It's almost like a collective agreement, like a shared belief that this piece of paper and these digital numbers actually have worth.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And it's this reliance on trust and collective belief that makes innovations like Bitcoin and blockchain technology so interesting.
Okay, so this is where it gets really interesting. So Bitcoin is often described as digital gold because it operates independently of any government or central authority.
Yeah, that's one way to look at it.
Yeah.
The decentralized nature of Bitcoin
Hmm.
and the underlying blockchain technology really presents this potential for disruption of the
Okay.
traditional financial system. It challenges our understanding of what money can be and how it functions within a global economy.
Okay, so we've gone from bartering to the invention of money, and now we're talking about digital currencies that could, like, revolutionize the entire system. Amazing how far we've come.
Yeah, it really speaks to the constant evolution of finance.
Hmm.
And this journey takes us to another cornerstone of the financial world, banks.
Right, banks.
Yeah.
But they seem so, like, commonplace now. I've never really thought about why they even exist in the first place.
Well, think back to ancient civilizations like Mesopotamia. So back then, temples actually acted as early banks, safeguarding valuables
Right.
like grain or precious metals. This fulfilled a very real need for secure storage, and it facilitated trade within those societies.
So banking has been around for a really long time, but why do we still need them today? I mean, besides just keeping our money safe.
Well, banks have evolved to serve a multitude of critical functions. They provide loans, enabling individuals and businesses to invest and grow.
Hmm.
They facilitate payments, making it easy to transfer money across, vast distances, even internationally. And they play a vital role in managing risk and maintaining the stability of the financial system as a whole.
Wow. I never realized how much we rely on banks for so many things. It's easy to just take them for granted until you really stop and think about it, about their role in our lives.
Exactly. I mean, everything from depositing your paycheck to, getting a mortgage for your dream home involves the intricate workings of the banking system.
Okay, so we've covered, like, the basics of money and banks. But now I'm really curious about how all this money actually moves and works within a larger system. Let's talk about financial markets.
All right, so financial markets, they're essentially platforms where financial assets like stocks and bonds are bought and sold. So they connect those who have capital to invest with those who need it to fund projects and ventures. It's a dynamic system that drives economic activity and allows for the efficient allocation of resources on a global scale.
And that brings us back to that early stock exchange in Amsterdam, right? It's amazing to think that the concept of investing in companies through the stock market has been around for centuries.
Yeah. The Amsterdam Stock Exchange, established way back in 1602, really was a groundbreaking innovation. It allowed companies to raise capital by issuing shares of ownership, giving investors the opportunity to become part owners and potentially profit from the company's success.
But the world of finance isn't just about the stock market, right? There's also the bond market. Can you explain how that works?
Yeah, so in the bond market, governments and corporations issue bonds to borrow money from investors. These bonds, they essentially represent a loan that pays a fixed interest rate over a set period of time. So this makes them attractive to investors seeking stable returns with a bit less risk than stocks.
So stocks are considered higher risk, but they also offer the potential for higher rewards. And bonds are a bit more predictable, but their returns might not be as spectacular. Is that right?
You got it. Investing in stocks is like taking a stake in a company's future, hoping they grow and your investment appreciates in value. Bonds, on the other hand, are more like lending money and receiving a fixed interest payment for doing so.
Got it. So it's all about finding the right balance of risk and reward
Right.
based on your individual financial goals
Yeah.
and your comfort level.
Exactly. There's no one-size-fits-all approach to navigating the world of financial markets. Understanding the different types of investments and their associated risks is crucial for making informed decisions.
Okay, so this is all super fascinating. But before we move on to like the future of finance and how technology is changing the game, I kind of want to touch on something that often gets overlooked, personal finance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a crucial point. Understanding the broader financial landscape is important, but it's equally vital to apply those principles to our own lives, our financial well-being.
So how can we take all this knowledge and make it work for us on a personal level? What are some like key concepts that everyone should understand?
Well, one of the most fundamental aspects of personal finance is budgeting. It's simply about creating a plan for how you spend and save your money.
Right.
By tracking your income and expenses, you gain a clear understanding of where your money goes and, identify areas where you can potentially save more.
I know budgeting might not sound glamorous, but it's the foundation for achieving financial stability and reaching your financial goals.
Absolutely. Like building a house. You need a strong foundation before you can even think about adding the fancy features.
Yeah.
And once you have a solid grasp of your budget, you can start exploring the powerful world of saving and investing.
Okay. I'm all ears. Everyone talks about the importance of saving and investing, but I'll be honest, it still feels a bit mysterious to me.
Sure. Well, saving is simply setting money aside for future use, whether it's for a down payment on a house, your dream vacation, or a rainy day fund. Investing, on the other hand, is about putting your money to work to earn a return, hopefully growing your wealth over time.
But where does this return come from? How does my money magically grow?
Well, there's no magic involved,
Okay.
just smart financial strategies. One of the most powerful concepts in investing is compound interest.
All right, let's hear about this compound interest. I feel like this is where it all starts to like click.
Okay. So imagine you invest a certain amount of money and that money earns a return. Now, instead of taking that return out, you reinvest it. So you're essentially adding it to your original investment. This means that the next time your investment runs a return, it's calculated on a larger base amount.
Oh, so I'm essentially earning interest on my interest. It's like a snowball effect. My money just keeps growing faster and faster as it rolls along.
Precisely. The longer you invest and the higher the interest rate, the more pronounced this compounding effect becomes. And it's why starting to save and invest early, even with small amounts, can have a significant impact on your long-term financial well-being.
Wow. I think I'm starting to see the light. Compound interest is like the secret weapon for growing wealth over time.
It truly is one of the most powerful forces in finance. And when you combine this knowledge with an understanding of different investment types, from stocks and bonds to real estate and mutual funds, you can start building a diversified portfolio that aligns with your financial goals and risk tolerance.
This is all incredible information. I'm already feeling more empowered and excited about taking control of my finances. But let's not forget about the future. How is technology shaping the world of finance, and what can we expect to see in the years to come?
Ooh, that's where things get really interesting. From artificial intelligence to blockchain technology, the financial landscape is undergoing a rapid digital transformation.
I can't wait to dive into this tech-driven future of finance. Let's explore the world of fintech, AI algorithms, and all the ways that technology is changing the game. It's like stepping into a sci-fi movie where money itself is being reinvented.
Get ready for a wild ride, because in part 2 of our deep dive, we'll unveil the exciting innovations that are shaping the future of finance and how you can navigate this evolving landscape to achieve your financial aspirations.
Welcome back. It's incredible to think that we've traveled from the origins of money to the complexities of modern financial markets, all in the span of this deep dive.
I know, right? It's been a wild ride, but also like super eye-opening. It makes you realize that finance isn't just some abstract concept. It's deeply intertwined with human history and touches every aspect of our lives. Yeah, absolutely. And as we look towards the future of finance, there's one trend that's particularly exciting and impactful: sustainable finance.
You mentioned sustainable finance earlier, and I'm really curious to learn more. It sounds like it's not just about making money, but also, making a positive impact on the world.
That's precisely what it's about. Sustainable finance goes beyond simply chasing profits.
Yes.
It's about aligning financial decisions with environmental, social, and governance factors.
ESG.
ESG. You got it.
So instead of just focusing on the bottom line, we're also considering the impact of our investments on things like climate change, social justice, and, ethical business practices.
Exactly. Investors are increasingly recognizing that companies with strong ESG practices are often more sustainable and resilient in the long run. They're less likely to face risks associated with environmental damage or social controversies or poor governance.
That makes a lot of sense. I mean, a company that prioritizes environmental sustainability is probably, less likely to be hit with hefty fines for pollution or face disruptions due to resource scarcity. And a company that, treats its workers fairly is probably going to have a more motivated and productive workforce.
Precisely. And this growing awareness of ESG factors is driving a shift in how capital is being allocated. Investors are increasingly seeking out companies that are not only profitable, but also operating in a responsible and sustainable manner.
It's like we're seeing this convergence of profit and purpose, where, doing good and doing well financially are no longer seen as mutually exclusive.
Exactly. Sustainable finance isn't just about feeling good. It's also about making smart financial decisions that align with a future where both people and the planet can thrive.
So how is this shift towards sustainable finance playing out in the real world? Like, what are some examples of, how it's changing the investment landscape?
Well, one of the most exciting developments in sustainable finance is the rise of green bonds.
Green bonds, yeah. I've heard that term before, but I'm not entirely sure what they are.
Sure. Think of them as a way to invest directly in projects that have positive environmental benefits. So green bonds are fixed income securities specifically designed to raise capital for things like renewable energy projects, energy efficiency upgrades, or clean transportation systems.
So instead of my money potentially funding, something that harms the environment, it could be helping to finance like a solar farm or a wind energy project. That's pretty amazing.
It really is. Imagine investing in a bond that helps reduce carbon emissions or protect biodiversity or improve access to clean water. So you're not only earning a financial return, but you're also playing a part in creating a more sustainable future.
It's like a win-win for investors and the planet. Are there other examples of how sustainable finance is changing the way we invest?
Absolutely. Another major trend is ESG investing. This involves actively considering a company's environmental, social, and governance practices when making investment decisions.
So ESG investors are basically putting their money where their values are. They're choosing companies that, align with their beliefs about how businesses should operate in the world.
Exactly. And it's not just about individual investors. Large institutional investors like pension funds and endowments are also incorporating ESG factors into their investment strategies. This is creating a powerful shift in how companies are being evaluated and held accountable.
It's incredible how sustainable finance is transforming the financial industry, aligning it with a more equitable and sustainable future. It's like proof that we don't have to choose between profit and purpose.
Exactly. Sustainable finance is not just a trend. It's a fundamental shift in how we think about the role of finance in society.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is all so inspiring. It makes you realize that we can use the power of finance to create a world that's better for everyone.
absolutely. But while sustainable finance is definitely reshaping the financial landscape, there's another crucial aspect of the system that we need to address: regulation.
Okay, regulation. I'll admit it doesn't sound as glamorous as green bonds or, AI algorithms, but I know it's essential for keeping things fair and stable within the financial system.
You're absolutely right. Financial regulations are like the rule book that keeps everyone in check, ensuring fairness, transparency, and stability within the markets.
I guess without regulations, it would be like the Wild West out there. Anything goes, and consumers would be vulnerable to all sorts of risks and abuses.
Exactly. Financial regulations are designed to protect consumers from predatory lending practices, prevent fraud and market manipulation, and safeguard the overall integrity of the financial system. They're there to ensure that everyone plays by the rules.
But regulations can sometimes be, complex and difficult to navigate, especially for businesses operating in a rapidly evolving financial landscape.
That's true. And that's where technology is once again stepping in to simplify and streamline things. We're seeing the rise of what's called reg tech, or regulatory technology.
RegTech, another tech-infused term. What exactly does that involve?
Well, reg tech is all about using technology to make regulatory compliance easier, more efficient, and more effective.
Instead of financial institutions drowning in paperwork and bureaucratic processes, they can use RegTech solutions to, automate tasks and streamline their compliance efforts.
Precisely. RegTech tools can help with things like monitoring transactions for suspicious activity, verifying customer identities, and reporting data to regulators. It's like having a digital assistant for all things compliance.
That sounds incredibly helpful. Can you give me some, specific examples of how RegTech is being used in the financial industry?
Sure. One major area is anti-money laundering, or AM compliance. RegTech tools can analyze vast amounts of transaction data to identify patterns that might indicate money laundering activities. They can flag suspicious transactions much faster and more accurately than humans, helping financial institutions prevent financial crimes and comply with regulations.
So it's like having a digital detective on the lookout for financial criminals.
You could say that.
Yeah.
RegTech is also playing a key role in Know Your Customer, KYC, regulations. These regulations require financial institutions to verify the identities of their customers to prevent fraud and money laundering.
So instead of having to physically present your ID at a bank branch, you can now verify your identity online using RegTech solutions.
Exactly. These solutions use advanced technologies like facial recognition and biometric authentication to make the identity verification process faster, more convenient, and more secure for both customers and financial institutions.
That's amazing. It's incredible how technology is being used to improve and streamline even the most complex aspects of the financial system.
Absolutely. RegTech is playing a crucial role in enhancing the efficiency, transparency, and security of the financial industry. It's helping to build trust and ensure that the system operates in a fair and ethical manner.
It's like we're witnessing a digital transformation of the entire financial ecosystem, from payments and investments to regulation and compliance.
Precisely. Technology is fundamentally reshaping how we interact with money, manage our finances, and participate in the global economy. And this brings us to perhaps the most mind-blowing area of innovation: artificial intelligence.
Okay, AI in finance. This is where it feels like we're stepping into the future. It's like something out of a sci-fi movie where robots are making all the financial decisions.
Well, it's not quite that dramatic, but AI is definitely having a profound impact on the financial industry. From algorithmic trading to fraud detection and personalized financial advice, AI is transforming how we manage our money and interact with financial institutions.
Okay, I'm officially intrigued. Let's dive into the world of AI in finance and explore how this technology is changing the game.
All right, well, one of the most exciting areas where AI is making a difference is in algorithmic trading. So these algorithms can analyze, vast amounts of data, identify patterns and trends, and execute trades at lightning speed.
So it's like having this super powered financial analyst working 24/7, constantly crunching numbers and making split-second decisions.
Exactly. Algorithmic trading can bring greater efficiency and speed to the markets, but it also raises important questions about risk management and the potential for unintended consequences.
That's a good point, yeah. I can see how having machines making these lightning-fast trading decisions could be both exciting and, a bit nerve-wracking.
Absolutely. It's crucial to have um, robust safeguards in place to mitigate potential risks and ensure that these algorithms are operating within ethical and regulatory boundaries.
So it's not just about unleashing the power of AI, but also about using it responsibly and ensuring that it serves the best interests of both investors and, the financial system as a whole.
Precisely. Another area where AI is making waves is in fraud detection. AI algorithms can analyze transaction patterns and identify anomalies that might indicate fraudulent activity.
So it's like having a digital detective on the lookout for financial criminals.
Exactly. These AI-powered systems can help financial institutions protect their customers from fraud, reduce financial losses, and maintain the integrity of the financial system.
This is all incredibly impressive. It seems like AI is being applied to almost every aspect of finance. What other areas are being impacted by this technology?
Well, AI is also playing a growing role in personalized financial advice. Robo-advisors powered by AI algorithms are becoming increasingly popular. They can analyze your financial situation, goals, and risk tolerance to provide tailored investment recommendations and portfolio management strategies.
So it's like having a virtual financial advisor available at your fingertips, providing personalized guidance and support.
Exactly. These robo-advisors are making financial advice more accessible and affordable for a wider range of individuals, helping them, make informed decisions about their money and investments.
This is also fascinating. It feels like we're on the cusp of a major transformation in how we manage our finances and interact with the financial system.
Absolutely. The convergence of finance and technology is creating incredible opportunities for innovation and growth. It's an exciting time to be exploring the world of finance.
I completely agree. But before we get carried away with all this talk of the future, I kind of want to circle back to something that's equally important: financial literacy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a crucial point. While all these technological advancements are exciting, they're only truly beneficial if individuals have the knowledge and skills to navigate this evolving financial landscape.
Right. It's not enough to simply have access to, sophisticated tools and platforms. We need to understand how to use them effectively and make informed decisions that align with our, financial goals and values.
Financial literacy empowers individuals to take control of their financial well-being, make sound financial choices,
Yeah.
and achieve their financial aspirations. It's a critical foundation for navigating the complexities of the modern financial world.
I couldn't agree more. So as we delve deeper into this world of finance, let's keep in mind that knowledge is power.
Yeah.
The more we understand about how finance works, the better equipped we are to make, informed decisions that shape our lives and our futures.
Absolutely. And that brings us to the final chapter of our deep dive, a reflection on the profound impact of finance on our lives and the world around us.
Okay, I'm ready to wrap things up and explore the bigger picture. It's been an incredible journey so far, and I'm eager to see where it all leads. It's mind-blowing to think about how we started this deep dive talking about like bartering systems, and now we're talking about AI-powered robo-advisors and the future of money itself.
It really is. It just shows how finance is constantly evolving,
Yeah.
adapting to new technologies and changing societal needs
Yeah.
and our ever-evolving understanding of how the world works.
Yeah. But amidst all this like complexity and innovation, I think there's this like simple truth that we often forget.
So,
Finance at its core is about people.
hmm,
It's about our hopes, dreams, and aspirations for a better future.
that's a profound insight. Whether we're saving for a home or investing in our education or planning for retirement, it all comes back to the human element.
Yeah, it's about making choices that reflect our values and, priorities and the kind of world we want to create for ourselves and future generations.
And that brings us full circle to that thought-provoking question you posed earlier.
Yeah, yeah.
If you could invest in any company based solely on its positive impact on the world, which company would it be and why?
That question really got me thinking. For me, I'd probably invest in a company that's focused on developing sustainable agricultural practices, ensuring we can feed a growing global population while minimizing environmental impact is a challenge that really resonates with me.
Yeah. That's an excellent choice. Food security, sustainable agriculture are essential for a thriving future.
Hmm.
I think I'd be drawn to a company that's working on renewable energy solutions. Transitioning away from fossil fuels is crucial for mitigating climate change and preserving our planet for generations to come.
I love that. It's inspiring to think about how our financial decisions can support companies and initiatives that are, working towards a better future. It's like we have the power to invest in the change we want to see in the world.
It is, and that's a powerful realization. It reminds us that finance isn't just about numbers and markets. It's about making choices that align with our values and contributing to a more just and sustainable world.
So, as we wrap up this incredible journey through the world of finance, I want to leave our listeners with this final thought.
Mm.
Take some time to reflect on your own values and priorities. What kind of world do you want to live in, and how can your, financial decisions help create that world?
That's a wonderful challenge to leave our listeners with. It's about recognizing that we all have a role to play in shaping a better future, and that our financial choices can be a powerful force for good.
It's been an absolute pleasure diving deep into the world of finance with you, from ancient bartering systems to the mind-blowing innovations of today. It's been an incredible journey of discovery.
But the journey doesn't end here. The
No,
world of finance is constantly evolving, and there's always more to learn and explore.
absolutely. So, to our listeners out there, stay curious, keep learning, and use your financial knowledge to create a future you believe in. Thanks for joining us on this epic deep dive.